And so we begin by closing our eyes and opening our awareness. Give yourself a chance to settle in. Good. Good. Quieting down. Give yourself the space, the time, the moment, knowing all of life is making a space for you right now. Good. And now if you would join me by directing your attention inward. Good. Into yourself. Yes. At the core of your being, there is a pillar of infinite, eternal, elegant, merciful light, anchored in at the root, extending through the center of your body, out through the crown of your head. This is the light of grace. Great. Moving into that space, just there you go, let yourself go there. Let your awareness rest. Somewhere within that pillar is a location that is particularly comfortable for you. A place from which you can more easily see the truth and know the truth about yourself and all of life. Terrific. And as you sit in this core, the core light of grace, you look around. I invite you to open your awareness to 5 pillars as you scan around your body. You may see, you may sense, you may just have it like you detect, like that, right? 5 smaller pillars. Beautiful. Embedded in the pelvic floor, rising up through your body, out through the ceiling of your heart center. Nice. And now, if you would, bring your focus to the first one. It's probably directly in front of you, yeah? This is the pillar of incarnation. It is the light of incarnation. To be incarnate is to be a spiritual consciousness in physical form, which is exactly what we are. And so let's take a moment to assess your sense of your own incarnation, you as a person. Of course, there are aspects to your humanity that you really value, but there may be others that you find troublesome. Perhaps you have some health problems or money issues, right? And maybe you have some ideas that, the family that you're from, maybe they were the wrong family. Or some of them anyway. But take a look. Great. Yes. But we know the universe is perfect. So I invite you to consider the possibility. What if you are the perfect person, really the optimal human being? The human being that you are is just ideal for bringing forth your soul's purposes at this point in time. That really, there is no one else who can do what you are here to do, the way you are here to do it. Yes. And what if your starting point was perfect? I mean, really, what if this was the perfect family? Preparing you, right? Giving you the opportunities to grow. And so as we make peace with the realities of our incarnation, we begin to take the stand into greater effectiveness as spiritual awareness on the earth plane. And we move on now to the second pillar of light. Okay, you may have a sense of moving a little bit to your right. Yeah? And there's another pillar. This is the pillar of authority. Oh! Notice your gut level response even to the concept of authority. Okay. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Maybe there's some authorities you think are worthy and others not so much. Yes. All right. And so authority is from the word author, right? The source. The source. Mm-hmm. And while we are here on earth, it's pretty clear that there is power greater than we are. And while you may certainly be God in your own universe, you are not God of the entire universe, right? And so we look to see, how can we accept greater authority, power greater than ourselves while we're here on our journey? Good. And as we look at the authorities, we see that that there is this perfect power coming through very imperfect people. Such is the nature of authority. And so we ask, can I allow the perfect power of life to flow through to me through imperfect people? Good. And as we make peace with authority, we take our place in the circle of life, where we receive so that we can give greater. And now with this, right, with more energy, we move on to the next pillar. Yes. We see another pillar of light, and this is the light of discipline. Discipline is there you go. It's a loaded word for so many of us. Discipline, however, is such a beautiful, beautiful idea. Right? Discipline is any pattern of thought or behavior that it builds a structure for us so that we can hear the voice, the sound, the promptings of our innermost self. That is the truth of discipline. And so we look to see where we've been confused, perhaps thinking punishment was discipline. Punishment is punishment. Discipline is discipline. They're two different things. And as we align, right, with the spiritual truth of discipline, it becomes our friend. And we raise the question to ourselves, is there a pattern of thought or behavior that I could actually take on at this point in my life that would give me a greater sense of the presence of the divine reality? Something to explore. And with discipline in the works, we move on. We move on to the fourth pillar of light. Okay. And this, right, this is the light of responsibility. Again, notice your initial response to even the idea of responsibility. You may like it. You may not like it at all. But most of us have a mixed, right? We have mixed feelings about this. And as you're considering your responsibilities, look first to see the difference between true and false responsibilities. Right? Your true responsibilities really enhance who you are as a person. Right? Now they can certainly require effort and activity, right? But there's something about it when you are engaged with these responsibilities, you become your best self. Such is the power of true responsibility. Whereas false, look at those false. How can you tell they're false? They're depleting, often demeaning, exhausting. They bring out the absolute worst in you. And so as you consider your responsibilities, make these distinctions. And relinquish the false ones to the best of your ability and embrace the true. And looking a little bit deeper, we see with these true soul level responsibilities. These responsibilities are the crucible within which our human selves are transformed so that the light of our soul can shine through. And so see where you're at. Ask yourself, am I willing to let myself be transformed by my responsibilities? Excellent. Now we leave this be and we move to our fifth point of light. The light of commitment. Commitment is fierce. Commitment is that quality. It's like the safety lock on the roller coaster. Right? The commitment as... See where you're at with commitments, right? Notice that the greater the commitment, the more return from life. Such is the nature of commitment. Commitment is that quality that causes the path to return to us all the energy embedded in it. Because it's true, your path has its own natural energy. And it is waiting for your commitment, because as you commit, the path itself releases the power to you to sustain and nurture and edify you as you move into realizing your destiny. And so open up and see. Right? See where you are willing to make commitments. True commitments, of course. And as you are, enjoy the support that life is so willing to extend to you. And so, at the center point, in this center zone of grace, take a look around, and you can see that your inner five-pointed star is more clear than before. Involved in the progression of your own awakening, your light will continue to grow greater and greater. Beautiful. Excellent. And so now, if you would, you can look down overhead, almost like let your awareness rise up and look down, and you can see the 5-pointed star. Excellent. And the light shining forth from you, in front, behind, on both sides, above, and there you go, and beneath, 360 degrees, the light of the star. You, one of the bright stars of our galaxy. I ask you now to take your place, take your rightful place as a shining one, in balance. Right. Graciously enjoying and appreciating the facts of your earthly existence from your incarnation, authority, discipline, responsibility, and commitment. All aligning to facilitate the release of the infinite grace that lives within you. And so for now, we leave this be, knowing that as you make your way, you will continue to shine greater than ever before.